Alright, I have to tell you a confession before today's post. I don't typically read on vacation, and neither do I typically bring books with me on vacation. Happy Wednesday, my friends. I am so excited that you are here. We are doing Top 5 Wednesday again today, and I'm so excited, even with my confession at the beginning of this video. But in case if you're not familiar with Top 5 Wednesday was formed by Lainey back in 2013. The group is now since on Goodreads. I'll leave a link down below. And in a nutshell, basically each week we answer a prompt using 5 books, but in this case I do manga to reflect that said prompt. And today's prompt is must-have on vacation. For many, vacation time is here, so that means lots of traveling. And so today's prompt is just talking about those must-have books or manga that we would want to bring with us on vacation. And like I said, I don't typically read when I go on vacation, though I did learn so that if I bring physical books, usually I won't read them, but if I bring my Kindle, I actually read a whole book the last time I went on vacation. It's been a few years, but I did read a whole book, and that was super duper exciting because I'm like, this is the first time and probably like ever that I read and finished a book on a vacation trip. So for this prompt, what I decided to do was go through all the manga I had on my Kindle, and I was gonna sort of do like a digital manga edition, but then I did think of some paperbacks that I'm like, yeah, that is a must-have or must-read on vacation, especially this one. I'm gonna start with number 1, The Muscle Girl Next Door. This released, I don't remember, but I read it the day after Father's Day, and it was so cute. It was so wholesome. It is a one-shot manga, though I will not deny that I honestly wish that this was a lot longer of a series, or just a series in general, because while this first volume was absolutely amazing, it just left you wanting so much more of these two. It is just, it's so sweet. Our main guy here, what is his name? Daria? I think that's how I say his name. But he sort of has a body complex, like lack of self-confidence, because he's so skinny and so thin. And so he made this like cool persona where he seems sort of cold on the outside and really aloof. And just a lot of people think that he's very cool. But underneath, he's like so shy and he's so nervous. And he's so just so very, very adorable. And then yeah, Ruby, she is this ripped girl that lives next door to him, and he just thinks she is absolutely amazing. He thinks she's very attractive, and he wants to get to know her, but like he feels like he's always saying the wrong thing and just messing up, and inside he's like, no, why did I just say this? And it's so incredibly relatable. Ruby was such a fantastic character, and I really just love how she was this ripped girl. I mean, it even starts off saying that. In that moment, all I could think was, nothing in the world could be as beautiful as her muscles. Well, that was the color page. The first page, I guess, the girl who lives next door is ripped, and she is ripped. Like, she is just so awesome. I really love just seeing her do all these things that typically we would associate with men, but a woman was doing it instead. It is a very slow burn romance with very cute art, and just, it's a quick read. Like, I think I read this in a very short amount of time, so it would make a very perfect vacation read just because it is short. It's not a long commitment, but it leaves you with all the happy, warm, fuzzy feelings, and that feeling too of like, I really wish it was longer. I mean, it's good as it is. It's a great standalone. It's one I'm definitely going to be planning to reread again. But I was like, yes, I was like, this is one that I must feature for today, because I feel like that is the best time that I do read or have read on vacation, when it's just those moments of like a little bit of silence. It's usually not too long for me, because usually our whole family goes on vacation, like my family and extended family, I should say. So this would be a must-have for me on vacation, and I would feel so satisfied, not just from the ending and the story, but also like, I actually read a whole book on vacation. For number 2, it's funny, this was not actually planned to say this one today, but I'm gonna say One Piece, because, okay, look, I'm really not that competitive of a person, but then when it comes to my husband, strangely, I am super competitive. I don't know what it is. Neither of us like losing to the other person. So recently, my husband has decided to start reading One Piece. And I was like, he cannot read One Piece before me. I have to read One Piece before him. I know, it's so cheesy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but we are like this all the time with different things. And so I was like, I would bring One Piece on vacation to try and at least start the first volume. I don't think he's finished his first volume, so I still have the upper hand, so to speak, though we do say that when it comes to our knowledge, like, I top him when it comes to Haikyuu, and he definitely tops me when it comes to One Piece. He knows so much more, but I'm like, one day I am gonna know more, or at least know just as much as you do. So hopefully, eventually, one day. And I'm gonna pause my video because we just saw our mailman come up to our porch, so I'm hoping that means manga, even though I'm like, what did I buy? So I'll be right back. Oh my goodness, I think our shoujo pins that Marg and I did for our Kickstarter just arrived. Oh my goodness, but I'm gonna finish this video first. I don't remember what I was saying about One Piece, but I do feel like One Piece would be an excellent beach read and one I would want to bring with me, and I would totally laugh if my husband took it and tried to finish this before me, but my goal would to be read it before him. Now going into the digital manga for number 3, I would say your boy Kong Ming. Oh my goodness. Last Thursday there was no your boy Kong Ming. Like, it was the final episode had already aired the week before that, and I'm just so sad. I loved your boy Kong Ming so much. In fact, don't hate me for this, I loved it more than Spy Family, even though Spy Family was very, very good, but your boy Kong Ming was special. It had great music, it was funny. Grand Spy Family has all those too, but your boy Kong Ming was very special, and I just really loved it. It was a hidden gem. It was totally a surprise for me, and so Kodansha actually had a deal going where you could get volume 1 for free, so of course I snagged it. And I even, yesterday, which was so exciting, my sticker of your boy Kong Ming came in. I love it so much. It is super cute. Look at them. I love them. I love the characters, and I honestly wish I would have went ahead and binge bought the rest of the series, because Kodansha have volume 1 for free, and then I think it's up to volume 8, volume 7 were 50% off, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I did eventually get volume 2 because I had a gift card, so I did get volume 2 when it's 50% off, and I highly recommend watching your boy Kong Ming. The anime was just so very good, and I desperately want to read the manga. I loved it. I loved everything about it. The characters, especially Kong Ming, is one of my favorites. He is just really great, and there's just so much to it. There's so many elements that are very fantastic. It has a rap battle, and I feel like it just has, I was gonna list other things, but then my mind was just like, it has so many great elements packed into it. And I think because, like, it's sort of like an isekai, but it's different in that rather than going back to the past, he's reborn like in modern day, because his dying wish was that he could come back when it was peaceful. And so he's in modern day Japan, and he ends up hearing Echo, who is the main girl. He ends up hearing her sing, and he's just blown away, and he's like, I will do anything to help you fulfill your dream of singing and reaching millions of people. And that is basically the premise of the whole story. And like I said, the characters are fantastic. I love how it has something for everybody, and that it has like this historical edge, because they'll go back talking about what Kong Ming did in the past and how he used that strategy in now the modern day. It has just, as we say, really great characters. I already said that. I think it has the contemporary edge, and if you like music, or if you like the pop life, wild style life or something is what they say, I think, in the blurb. I mean, it really just has something for everyone, and the friendship is so absolutely beautiful. I am so heartbroken that it is over, because we just enjoyed it so very, very much. It is just a must watch, must read, and I really hope that I love the manga just as much as I love the anime. For number 4, I've actually read this series before, but I was like, man, when I saw it, I remember how much I loved it, and that is When We Shout for Love. I do have a video review up on this channel. It is so good. It was so teleporting, literally, like, it's another music-based manga, and volume 2 captured my heart, and I just was blown away. I honestly felt like I was not at home, but I was at this summer concert with these young teenagers. I feel old saying these kids. I'm not that old, but I really loved our main girl. I thought she was very fun. She's very introverted, and the two things that she loves in life is laying in her futon at home, and also this K-pop band, or this J-pop band. And one of the like lone wolf guys, who's sort of popular because he's a lone wolf at her school, she also finds out that he also loves this same band, and they sort of form a friendship and eventual romance, and it is so beautiful. I was sort of disappointed by volume 3 because it just felt very rushed, and I really love the originality of the first 2 volumes, but I still would recommend this series very much. I definitely feel it's a perfect vacation beach read. I do feel it was fast-paced in the sense of like how fast I was reading, because I was really enjoying these characters, and I love just the music theme. And like, so they go to a summer concert, has a definitely not a like summer fling, but has a very great sweet blooming romance that I feel like is just another great beachy read. I know it's vacation. Usually when we go on vacation, we go to the beach. So I automatically think of reads that I would want to read at the beach, which is part of why I chose One Piece, because I'm like, boom, we're at the beach. Perfect atmosphere there. But I do feel like When We Shout for Love is a very great and sweet story that I'm like, I could definitely see myself rereading this on vacation. It doesn't take a lot of like thought. So even if you're like totally exhausted by the end of the day, but you're like, I want to read something, this is another good title I would definitely recommend that fits that so very perfectly. For number 5, I am going to do Nighttime for Just Us 2. I chatted a lot about volume 1, how much I enjoyed it with my video, or with the video I did with Marg a few weeks ago, so I won't talk too much about volume 1, but I need volume 2. I need volume 2. I mean, it probably is not your typical beachy read by any means, because it has an alien, mainly takes place at night, and it's just a very interesting and unique story, but that's part of why I'm like, I would want to bring it with me, because I feel like it would have this, I don't know, just interesting feel that would be fun to read on vacation, especially since it's so nice like walking on the beach at nighttime. Just, it's so much more peaceful, and there's a totally different atmosphere, and I do feel like Nighttime for Justice 2 would really capture that at the beach or on vacation, and I just honestly would bring it with me, because I know me, I would make time to read that volume. I just would. I mean, I would make time, I guess, now, but I feel like having it with me, yes, I would make time for it. I would make time for it to like try and go read on the beach or go read on the balcony, like somewhere where I can go sneak off and read to see what happens. There's so much that happens in volume 1 that it seems really surprising with the developments in volume 2. So that's all I'll say about that one, but that is another one that I do feel like would be a great one to have on vacation. And for my honorable mention today, I am going to say Mars. I have been binge reading this manga since Sunday morning. I am currently on volume 10. I am almost to the end. I think I got like 25% left. I low-key blame Marg at Marg Reads Manga, because she was the one that sort of low-key influenced me to pick this up. I did not feel well on Sunday, and I was like, you know, digital manga comes in handy when you're not feeling well and you just want to lay in bed, don't have to worry about lights or anything, and just read. And so that is what I did with Mars. It is so bingeable. It was a very bingeable series. And fun fact, this was my first purposeful manga that I ever read that was like an intentional manga read, and so it's been really surreal coming back, and like this is the last volume my friend had, so I have not read past volume 10. I'm like, I only have 5 more volumes, and it's just really surreal to see the thoughts and feelings I had when I read it the first time to the thoughts and feelings that I have now. I'm definitely hoping to do a manga review on it, because I have a lot of thoughts. Like, it's a very interesting shoujo manga. I don't feel it's probably a good beach read, because there's a lot of elements. This is like Fruits Basket, where it's not your typical shoujo fluff, and I would say that this is more. Fruits Basket does highlight and does deal with trauma, but I don't know. I feel like Mars is more grittier and more edgier than Fruits Basket was. Fruits Basket, you definitely had a lot more sweeter moments. Yes, things did get dark, but in Mars, I feel like it gets really dark. And it definitely is one of the scariest villains. I guess he's like a villain, the scariest villain I've ever probably read. And not because he's like, say, somebody from One Piece or One Punch Man that can just beat and punch. No, this guy is genuinely like, he had me on edge, on nerves, not on my nerves, but like nervous, and was so glad when he just got off the page, because I'm like, dude, like, you made me anxious, dude. You made me anxious. So this is one, if I went on vacation tomorrow, hands down, I have to bring Mars with me. I have to know what happens next with this couple, because in volume 9, there was quite the plot twist, and volume 10 has just been a roller coaster. though a little bit of an easier roller coaster, but I feel like it's just the calm before the storm. It always is. So I don't know what's going to happen next, and that's why I would definitely have Mars with me on vacation. And after much excitement, those are the 5 manga and 1 honorable mention that I feel are must-have vacation reads for me, that I'm like, if I were to go on vacation tomorrow, I want all these to come with me, and ones that I would recommend to other people. Again, I'm not sure about Mars, how much of that vacation read is. That's definitely what I'm like, I have to finish reading. I'm hoping by tomorrow, or at least before the end of this month, that I definitely want to finish reading Mars. How I've been reading, because I read 5 volumes yesterday, 4 on Sunday, I'm making good progress to eventually, or for sure, meet that goal. And I would love to hear from you, friends. What are some manga that you feel are must-have on vacation, whether you're reading them? I would love to hear how you would answer this question. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!